So today I've covered via videos the transits of the planets shown in aqua blue, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, explaining that these are quite negative for Donald Trump in 2020, both toward re-election and in a broad sense, meaning that it could affect his health very negatively, and we could even consider matters of total humiliation. Yet to come will be videos explaining the role of the planets in yellow with a circle, Saturn, Pluto, and Eris, and those aren't good either. Pluto is perhaps a tad easier, but it's Pluto, so therefore it's automatically about as hard. Saturn is definitely very difficult, and Eris is catastrophically difficult. So none of that is helpful. But I thought I would do a bit of a detour here to focus on something that I think is really important. Astrology works really well, but it has to be kept linked to life itself, to ordinary life, meaning that, unusual things happen once in a while. For the most part, astrology works best in context. You take a look at what is going on, and then you assess the planet situation. This is, for example, the best and only way to assess an individual's chart. You first have to find out what they're doing with their life, and depending on what they're doing, you can then do some pretty good projecting. This is where planets and signs work in a range. The range is such that at one end it can be extremely negative, and at the other end it can be extremely enlightened. And it depends where the person's expression is. When it comes to Trump, you've heard me say that my sense is that he really is very much on the negative end. In fact, you could say he's at the bottom of the barrel. It is so bad. And so, as we ponder what is going on with the current crises, and we look ahead to the 2020 election prospects, it occurs to me that if I can come across the figures I'm going to show you, then you can probably bet that Biden and the Democratic Party will also be aware of these, and I sure hope they throw them in his face, because they are absolutely scandalous. When you look at what is going on with COVID, we see that there's a world population of 7.8 billion. USA is at 331 million, so that USA is 4.21%. But now the COVID infections are at 2.33 million for the entire planet. USA, 737,500, that's 32% of world infections. And then if you look at deaths, 161,000 for the whole world, 39,000 here. So we're at 24%. This is absolutely scandalous. This is extreme negative USA exceptionalism. They're always talking about American exceptionalism. We're really special. Well, what we are is especially awful. And it's because of the way he has managed this. He's trying to blame, the different states, the governors, this and that, and China and the rest of it. He's completely and utterly full of it. And this is the kind of information that needs to be thrown in his face. And, it might maybe improve a little bit over the next while, but the way he's doing it, it could also get worse. He's insisting that we need to open the place up, and chances are these numbers are going to get worse. So you tell me how this guy gets elected in November.